Welcome to all of you for today's session. We just started the recording. Today's topic is quite interesting. Who am I and how to find peace? Before going to the details, let us start the session with the starting prayer. You can just close your eyes and listen to this prayer. I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am the emptiness, that hollowness beyond all consciousness. The I, the it, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matters. I am the incoming and outgoing of the breath, the invisible, untouchable breeze, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. I'm happy to see that few people already started answering the question, who am I? Is an interesting topic, today's topic. And thanks to all of you for your excitement and enthusiasm. And in Ho'oponopono, we are dealing in a different way. In different modalities and different cultures, and the answer for the same question comes in different ways. But even though everybody is right, the way the people answer, the way we believe, and the way see the things is quite different. And today we are going into the Ho'oponopono, how we see, how we identify ourselves, self-identity, identifying ourselves. Who am I? Who are we? Self-identity through Ho'oponopono. First of all, when the universe got created, in the beginning, since the beginning of the creation, then everything got created, all the planets, stars, and whole cosmos, entire universe got created. And when we got created, each and every individual, we started identifying ourselves with our own identity, the I. And over a period of time, for thousands of years or millions of years, we have been changing the bodies. We have been taking birth. We are changing the. We are going through the death process. That is, we are taking the body, and once the body got digested after 100 years or 150 years of age, then we are leaving the body and choosing another body. And in between changing the bodies, we have been visiting the spirit world. Even though 10% of our being is always there in the spirit world, it is not exactly 10%. Minimum 10% will be there. 10% of our being, right, will be there at the spirit world, and remaining as per our choice, people bring 90% of their energy while coming to the body, or few will bring only 50%, or few comes with only 30%, depending on the challenges what, or depending on the lessons what they are planning to learn when they come to the body. So accordingly, we are coming to the one by selecting, choosing a body, choosing parents and circumstances, and this, and will come to body. And as long as the spirit or the soul is in the mother's womb, till then the child is aware of the connection with the spirit world, connection with each and every universal molecule, its own identity. And once the child takes birth, amnesia takes over and forgets everything. So, yes, you must have seen each and every child almost. As soon as the child is born, starts crying. because of amnesia is taken over and forgets everything and lost the connection between the spirit world and divinity, spirit guides, masters, with its own being, the soul connection. So child start crying. Until then, the child takes a lot of time to grow up, different stages, childhood, teenage, middle age, and old age, like this. In different ages, child goes through different challenges and different learnings, the way of life, as per the decision taken in the spirit world before coming to this body. Accordingly, life gets happened. And sometimes what happens, the child, the person goes through a lot of difficulties. And many times people who are highly successful in their field, like millionaires or billionaires are there. They have earned, they were very successful in business field. They were able to earn billions and billions of dollars or rupees or monies and wealth. But still they were not peaceful inside. Somewhere something was disturbing them. And you must have seen in the news, such a highly successful business person or such a billionaire or such a famous star, some celebrity, even though the life was going in an excellent way, highly successful way, still the person has ended his life or her life due to one or the other depression or some other these things. That means the person, as long as the person was alive, everybody says that he is the happiest person, successful person, is a highly successful person. Everybody should, I should become like that one, and everybody will be having that thought. But once that person ends life by committing suicide, then we start thinking why that person has committed, even though that person was so successful, why he ended life. That means the person was lacking the wisdom of identifying himself, who he was or who am I. And Ho'oponopono is the easiest way to find our identity. That is self-identity. Self-identity through Ho'oponopono. And another thing is, once you find identity, once you find who are you or who am I, then it will not take much time to find the peace. Once you find yourself, once you identify yourself, once you start identifying yourself with your own identity, then all problems get resolved. Even though they look like existing outside, within yourself, within your soul, within your own mind, body, in your space, you will be peaceful. Peace means peace beyond all understandings. Nothing can disturb you once you identify yourself. That is the self identity through Ho'oponopono. And to understand this, there is a small diagram. Here you can see a beautiful diagram or a graph or a map. It includes our whole being. Because after taking birth, as I told, since the beginning of the creation, we have been taking so many lives and so many lifetimes. After going through so many lifetimes, only the soul starts searching for peace. Initially, the soul chooses the easy life and easy planets. When it comes to easy life and easy planets, you can go through the interesting book, Journey of Souls, written by Michael Newton. In that book, he has written multiple books, Memory of Afterlives, like this, different books are there. In first book, Journey of Souls, he has mentioned around 20 to 25 examples of those people who have gone through the hypnotic sessions, life between life sessions, and they have clearly explained that before coming to this body where they were, and the previous lifetime, and few have mentioned different lifetimes, and few people have mentioned clearly, is told in the hypnotic state that in between two lives where they were, that means they were in the spirit world. I request all of you to mute yourself. Whenever you want to speak something or ask something, you can unmute yourself and speak. In between two lifetimes, these souls were staying at the spirit world. Once the person leaves the body, then before taking another body, the soul visits the spirit world, then reviews the previous life. What was the lessons chosen, or what were the challenges taken while going to that particular body, and whether I have achieved those things, whether I have learned those lessons or spiritual values or not. And after reviewing those things, whatever the training or requirement is there, it will be taken care by the spirit guides or the masters of the spirit world. Then the soul chooses when to go to earth and which place, which parents the soul has to choose to learn the next lesson, next spiritual value. So accordingly, life is happening. First, initially, what happens? Those souls have mentioned that they have initially they have chosen the easy planets and the easy life, like spending whole life, like childhood, small children enjoying the things around us, no judgments, no pain, no gain, like that. And a few have mentioned that they were taken birth on different planets and different parts of the universe, and most of them were not able to say which particular planet or where it is, whether it is in the solar system or in our galaxy or different galaxy, or where exactly it is in the cosmos. Maybe one or two cases are told that few were taken birth on a dying planet, and one soul has mentioned that that soul was in previous life, the soul was living on the Ganymede, the moon of the Jupiter. So like this, after going through so many lifetimes, after taking so many births in different bodies and different planets and different parts of the universe, finally the person or the soul starts searching to find the peace. And all the experiences, most of the experiences as in the body or as a soul has to go through everything completed, and now the person starts finding peace. And where to find peace, how to find peace? So whenever we want to find peace, we need to look into ourselves, not outside. Outside, whatever is there is just a projection of our data in the subconscious mind. And here you can see our being. When we look into ourselves, we identify ourselves as three selves. One is conscious mind. When you're speaking, thinking, and logical thinking, calculation, and all decision taking is taken care by the conscious mind. It is the mother part. And another being is their subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is known as the inner child, the child. And subconscious mind is our part where all the data, all the experiences, all the memories of all lifetimes since the beginning of the creation, all are stored in our subconscious mind in the inner child. That is why it's also known as the memory bank. It is like a master computer, stores each and every experience, emotion, memories. And it is not only storing those memories and the beliefs and experiences since the beginning of the creation, maybe since thousands of years or millions of years. And as soon as The time comes for those memories to show up in your life. It start replaying those memories as outside problems. And along with these memories, storing the memories and replaying those memories as the problems in the form of psychological pain or anxiety, depression, fear, or the outside problems such as finance, health, and so many other issues, whatever the problems we come across as a human being. And along with all these things, these part of ours, that is subconscious, the inner child, is also storing the cosmic energy. In Ho'oponopono, we call it as the mana. One is conscious mind, mother part. Second is subconscious child. And another being is there, superconscious mind, is the father part. Superconscious mind is all loving, all caring, unconditional love, unconditional caring, infinite love. And superconscious mind is the only part of us who has direct connection to the divine divinity or the divine creator who has created you, me, and the entire cosmos. For each and everything in the universe, God created by something. Something has created. It is not just a big bang, some explosion happened and something. Just 1 second. In the book, The Illusion, Tor Naritrandas, I think the name of the author, he clearly mentioned that in one place is mentioned, universe began when nothing saw itself in the mirror. Universe got created when at the point of time where nothing has seen itself in the mirror, because nothing was existing at the time when the universe got created, and then the universe got created. And how it got created, and as per the scientific reports and all, scientists and the people say that few billions of years ago, I don't remember when it was and all, one big bang happened, huge explosion happened, and then at that time whole universe came into existence. First stars took place and then planets, and part of the stars have become planets and asteroids and meteorites, like these different parts. And over a period of time, these planets got cooled, and Earth somehow got its attracted this atmosphere where the beings, the life can take place. And the life started from single cell amoeba, and over a period of time it developed into multiple cells and different beings and different creatures and different animals, plants, bacteria, fungi, whatever. And over a period of time in the evolution of the creation, the most advanced human body came into existence. Somehow accidentally these things have happened. They explained in such a way that I feel like believe, but somehow I don't believe. I can't believe. If everything was happened accidentally, one big bang, one explosion happened, and everything came into existence, then how is it possible each and everything around us is happening in a perfect way? You just think of yourself, look into yourself. In your body, you have different systems: respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, respiratory system, reproductive system, circulatory system, and each and every system is perfectly working for you, and that too without your conscious effort. And when you are breathing, you need not to consciously try to breathe in and breathe out. Automatically, it is happening. Even when you are sleeping, when you are not conscious, even when you are sleeping, when you are not conscious, still your heart is beating, respiratory system is working, circulatory system is taking care of the blood circulation, nervous system is working. As soon as a mosquito bites, your hand reaches there and hits that mosquito, even when you are sleeping or start scratching. That means central nervous system is working, the messages are getting passed. Like this, each and every organ in your body, each and every system, and each and every cell in our body are working in a perfect way and all the time, 24/7 without break. On Sundays, we need break, but our system never takes break. And when it comes to outside, morning, sunlight, sunrise happens, light comes, and evening all of a sudden or slowly sunset happens and darkness will come. In morning again light will appear. Daytime sunlight will be there. Nighttime it will be dark. And the seasons, spring, summer, winter, every year in every season happening in a perfect way. And those plants which are giving fruits are every year regularly giving in the particular season only. And each and everything in the cosmos, and even the earth where we live, earth is always rotating around the sun and rotating around itself. As it is rotating around itself, we're able to experience the day and night. Day and night are happening as it is rotating around the sun. There is something behind all these things which is making these things to happen. If it was accident, accidentally sun got created, and accidentally earth got created, accidentally moon got created. For so many millions or billions of years, the sun, earth is always keep on rotating around itself and rotating around the sun. That is that in a perfect way. And the seasons are happening in a perfect way. Day and night are happening in a perfect way. One day it will be 12 hours, and next day it will be only 6 hours daytime, and remaining is only night time, like nothing like every day, every moment, each and everything, or whatever you think of, whatever you see, the whole entire cosmos is happening in a perfect way. Each and every, no, no break, non-stop. Earth is keep on rotating around the sun. Each and every day, whether it is millions of years, billions of years, day and night are happening in a perfect way. Your heart is beating in a perfect way, which is perfect for you. When you are sleeping, heartbeat and breathing will be a bit slow. When you are doing exercise or when you're running, your heartbeat increases and your breathing will become more intense. Accordingly, they're getting adjusted without your conscious effort. So behind all these things, there is something which is working and which is making these things to happen in a certain way, in a perfect way. And that is the one which we call as the divine creator, divinity, the universe, the universal creator, the God, great something. And different people call the same truth and the same source of the love in different names, as per their faith, as per their belief. Each and every person, as soon as a person takes birth in a certain family, they have their own beliefs and they follow certain path. As per that path, as per that family's faith and beliefs, the person start calling the same truth or the source of the love in their own way. One person start calling the same truth as the source of the love, the universal creator, divine creator or divinity, like Father Jesus. Another calls it Allah, Allahu Akbar. Another calls Guru Nanak or the Vahe Guru, or another calls Mother Kali, Lord Krishna. Different people call it the same truth in different names. There is only one truth, and that is the divinity, divine creator. And when it comes to your identity, yourself, one of yourself, that is super conscious mind, is the only part of you which is always in alignment with the divine divinity and the divine creator. When you do Ho'oponopono, you are doing with the conscious mind, the mother part. It reaches the subconscious, the child. The Ho'oponopono, when you're doing Ho'oponopono, that is the petition to the divine. That petition reaches the subconscious mind, where all the problems are there. The root cause of all the problems in the form of memories, data, program, beliefs, experiences, and all this data. And once this petition reaches the subconscious mind, the child part, from there it will be forwarded to the superconscious. Superconscious mind called as the father, and superconscious mind has the capacity to filter the petition or the memories which have to be cleaned. So once after filtering those memories, it forwards the petition to the divine creator, and only divine is capable of. Yes, sir. You wanted to ask something, sir? What is this petition? Yes, sir. Yes, please. Once this petition reaches a superconscious mind filters those memories which has to be cleaned, and then forwards the petition, the memories to the divine creator. Only divine creator or the divinity has the capacity to clean those memories, clean, transmute, or erase or delete those memories, which are the root cause of all the problems. And once the divine starts cleaning, the divine energy starts flowing through superconscious mind. Here you can see when you're doing Ho'oponopono, from conscious mind, the petition reaches the subconscious, where M is the root cause of all the problems is there. From there, the petition forwarded to the superconscious. From there, it will forward it to the divine or the divinity, the great something. And then the divinity starts cleaning those memories. The divine energy starts flowing through superconscious, conscious, and the subconscious mind. And then those memories, which are the root cause of all the problems, gets cleaned, transmuted, or erased, and you are free. And whatever you're experiencing, it is only the memories which are stored in the subconscious mind is replaying as the outside problem. This is the process of Ho'oponopono. And here our identity is, we are made up of three cells. When we look into ourselves, we are made up of three cells. One is conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. It is our identity, self-identity through Ho'oponopono. Even the same thing is not discussed in the basic Ho'oponopono. Only in authentic Ho'oponopono, We call it as the self identity. Once you start identifying yourself with your true self, then all the problems in your life will disappear. You are free from all the pain, suffering, sorrow, all the wants, desires, the attachments. Because this is a family. When this family of three, mother, child, and father, is in alignment together, then everything will be harmonious, peaceful. Whenever there is any lack of understanding or neglect between any of these family members, then you start experiencing the memories as the outside problems. And most of the time, what we are doing is most of the time we are living in a physical brain ego where we're not able to believe that even there is another being within us, the subconscious or the inner child. I request all of you to mute yourself whenever you want to speak or ask something. You can unmute yourself and speak. Conscious mind is the mother part. It has option. Either can take care of the child or ignore the child. And so far, we are not even aware that there is a being in us known as the child, the inner child, the subconscious mind. So we need to start communicating to the child. We need to express our love and gratitude. We need to acknowledge the presence of the child. Then the connection between the mother and the child will become stronger. The relationship will become better. And then the child starts forwarding the petition or the memories which are stored to superconscious mind, the father aspect. The and from there, the superconscious filters those memories of the petition and forwards the divine creator to clean. So when these three, mother, child, and father, are working together, are in alignment, working as a family, then everything will be fine and your life will be peaceful, harmonious. No pain, no suffering. The only thing is, we are not able to acknowledge the presence of these two beings. When you want to connect to the superconscious mind, you find it very difficult, and many times you end up as a failure. So, the easiest process in Ho'oponopono is go through the child, the inner child subconscious. Talk to your inner child, ask the forgiveness for not acknowledging its presence, for neglecting it, and for not taking care of the child. Then over a period of time, your relationship with the child becomes stronger. Then the child starts forwarding those memories to the superconscious, and superconscious will take care of the remaining job, forwarding the memories to the divine, and the divine cleans those memories which are replaying as all these problems. The way talking to the child, first we need to acknowledge. When you are saying the 5 phrase prayer in Ho'oponopono, yes, discussed in the last week session, we discussed about the 5th phrase, as many of you are aware. The 5th phrase is not same for each and everyone. It is unique for each and every one of you. For me, it is different. For you, it is different. For different person, it will be different. 5th phrase is the name of the divine of your choice. There is no difference between one divine form or the other form, one name or the other name. All names, all forms of the divine or the universal creator are true. Each and every path has produced holy men and holy women. So each and every path is true. Whichever the name you call in, it reaches the same truth. As per my belief, I call in certain name with certain name, and different person calls the different name, but all are approaching the same truth, the same source of the love. So, name of the divine, divinity, the universal creator or the God, that is the fifth phrase. And India, in most of the spiritual practices, we are using this fifth phrase as the main spiritual practice to let go of all the attachments, desires, pains, past karma, memories, data, programming, release each and everything. And over a period of time, it purifies your mind and leads to the zero state where you will be at meditative state or the void. In the Buddhism, the same thing is as called as the void. In Ho'oponopono, we call it as the zero state.
Sir, can you
Yes,
elaborate about the zero state of that? Just now you said.
yes, madam. Zero state means you are free from all the pain, suffering, desire, attachment, expectations. You're totally peaceful with yourself. No matter what happens outside of you, you're always peaceful, blissful, joyful. You're enjoying within yourself. That is the zero state. That is known as the void, the meditative state. That is the true self. When you reach this zero state, when there is an alignment between three family members, the conscious mind, the mother, subconscious child, and superconscious father. When these three as a family are in alignment together, working together, then we will be at peace, infinite peace, infinite joy. That is the zero state, free from all the memories, free from all the pain, attachment, problems. Whenever there is any neglect or differences or any other kind of lack of understanding between any of these three beings, then the problem arises. So, as soon as you experience any kind of disturbing thought, emotion, or pain, you start looking into yourself. What is there in me? What memories are there in me that is causing this experience? What is going on in me that is replaying as this? What program is there in me that is causing me to attract this pain or this situation or the problem? We always need to look into ourselves. Then only we'll be able to find the peace. The first thing we need to do to find the peace means we need to release all the obstacles which are holding us in reaching that peace. What are the obstacles? You can see obstacles in your thoughts, in your emotions. Whatever you feel heavy, that is an obstacle. The obstacle that you need to keep cleaning. I'm sorry for everything going on in me, that I'm experiencing this. Or you can talk to the inner child, the subconscious. I am sorry for all the memories stored in you, which are making me to attract this situation, and ask the forgiveness of the child. Please forgive me. And if you don't mind, please let go of the memories which are replaying as this problem. Thank you. I love you. Express your gratitude because the child is helping you in releasing the memories which are replaying as the outside problems. And express your love because why? When mother expresses love to the child and takes care of the child, the relationship between mother and the child becomes stronger. Then the child start helping the mother to release the memories or clean the memories, clean the data program to reach the zero state. How it happens, we need not to worry. The
Sir,
family, inner family will take care. Yes, madam.
one more. If there is, supposing there is some incident happening in the family or what, so how to overcome it? So we be in a meditated state and talk to our subconscious mind, to our child, or how?
Yeah, you need to see whatever you're experiencing. When you say there is any disturbance outside, either from the family or at the workplace or any business or any place, if there is any differences between you and the other people or differences between the different people that is causing you heaviness, sadness, anxiety or anger, frustration, whatever the emotions which you're experiencing, that is the problem is not actually the outside. In Ho'oponopono we clearly say that nothing out there, whatever we're experiencing, it is only our own subconscious memories which are stored in our subconscious mind, replaying as the outside problem. When you are seeing this problem as outside, when you are experiencing this psychological pain, that means there are memories which you have accumulated from this lifetime or any one or the other lifetime since the beginning of the creation. Those memories, beliefs, experiences, data, or in India we call it as the past karma, prarabdha karma, sanchita karma, karmic debt. And as long as those memories or the data is there in the subconscious mind, at the subconscious level, you'll not feel anything. Everything looks fine. Once that data starts showing up in your life, it starts showing up as the outside problem. So whatever you're experiencing outside, it is only your subconscious memories which are replaying as the outside problem. Even the differences or conflict between the family members or the workplace or the business, the neighborhood, or any kind of the problem, whatever the problem we're going through, each and everything. First thing you need to do is you need to look into ourselves. And so far, humankind is keep on working on outside to solve the each and every problem. As soon as I come across the problem, I used to work outside. How can I resolve? Can I rectify these things? I was always working outside. That was the reason it took almost 8 to 10 years to find peace for me. Almost 8 to 10 years I gone through such a difficult life where I could not find solution for those problems. I could not find peace. And finally I reached a certain point where I wanted to give up everything. I wanted to end up my life. And at that point I came to know about Ho'oponopono. And Ho'oponopono, it is clearly told that always for each and every problem, whatever the problem, whether in the body, mind, psychological, physical health, finance, relation, job, weather, politics, whatever may be, inside or outside, always look into yourself. There is something in your subconscious mind. Some program is there, some data is there, some memory or past karma is there in your subconscious mind, for which the time has come to replay as the outside problem. So it is replaying as this problem. So at that time, I started working on myself. It just took only 3 to 4 months to find peace. And I found peace in 3 to 4 months, which I could not find for last 8 to 10 years. My whole life got changed. I felt as if I am totally newborn. I got so excited. I could not control my excitement. All these years I was working outside, done so many things, took lot of trouble, pain, spent lot of energy, time, money, nothing worked. When I started looking into myself, everything got changed. Whole life got changed. It is not only within me or in my body. The situations around me, people around me, finances around me, each and everything got changed. And this is the easiest way to find the peace. Just need to identify ourselves with the true self. Who am I?
Sir,
If
is it something? Sorry.
Yes, madam.
Yeah. May I ask again? This is
Yes, ma'am.
about what about reincarnation and past karma? Is it similar, sir?
Reincarnation means changing the body. Reincarnation, now you took the birth in this body, in this beautiful body. You have chosen this body. And after 100 years, now what is your age now?
50.
Okay, 50. After another 100 years, you leave the body because next 100 years only you will be there in the body. After that, the body gets digested, you will not be able to live in this body. So you decide to leave this body and then choose a different body, either immediately or after a few years or so, after hundreds or thousands of years, depending on your decision. So changing the body, again coming to this earth or coming, taking birth on a particular planet or the different part of the universe, that is known as the incarnation, taking birth, changing the body.
Yeah, is it
That is
something
the difference.
related also to our past karma? जो हमको अभी नहीं मिला है तो past karma के लिए कारण और reincarnation के लिए.
So
Is it
why we
related?
are taking birth in this body? The only reason we are taking this birth in this body is we need to purify our minds. We need to clean or clear our karma. We need to clean the memories. As long as I have memories at my subconscious level, till then I keep on taking the birth, keep on changing the body. Once I totally clean my memories at the subconscious mind, then there will not be need for me to again take birth. As long as we have that memories or that karma, till then we come to body. We take different bodies, choose the bodies, and we keep on working on that. Because at the spirit world, you don't have body. You're just a light being. You're able to learn the things. You're able to get the knowledge. You can discuss with the spirit guides or the masters. There, the communication is all at the thought level. No words, nothing. You will be able to review your previous life. But you want to learn something, to experience something, you need a body. Without body, you cannot experience the things. So you choose a particular body and accordingly you come here. And once after taking birth, you forget the connection between you and the spirit world and the divine divinity and each and every universal molecule. You start identifying yourself with your body, physical brain, ego, with your status, with your name, with your sect, like this. Is it clear, madam?
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. In the chat, it seems there's something. One person has mentioned that illusions, Richard Bach. That may be there. One more is a Tar Narrator Anders also is written one book. Part of the book name or the book name itself is the illusions. In that book I have read this one. So after listening to the concept of our self identity as per Ho'oponopono, I hope it's clear for you. Is it not clear for anybody? Anybody would like to ask something or anybody would like to add something? Anything to comment?
Sir, one more about
Yes,
the
madam.
father. Which one is considered to be the father? Is it the subconscious mind or what? Because over
Superconscious
there I
mind.
saw.
Superconscious mind is the father part. Subconscious is the child.
Good
So
evening, sir.
that triangle is the father, you mean to say?
Yes,
The
super conscious. It is only just to represent shown different shapes. One is triangle, two are square, another is rectangle, like that. There are three beings within us. When there is alignment within our three selves, then we are identifying ourselves. We are getting free from all the memories, the zero state, zero, the meditative state, or the void, where you will be able to open the doors to receive the inspiration from the divine divinity or divine creator. All thing is, after going through so many lifetimes, only person starts searching for peace, need to find peace. Initially, at the starting level, soul starts searching for the pleasures and enjoyments. Anybody would like to add something?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good
madam.
evening, sir. Sir, I'm
Please unmute yourself. I just muted. because- Sorry.
sir.
Yes,
Can you hear
madam.
me now?
Yes,
I'm
madam. Kalyani, madam.
yeah, sir. I'm asking you that once you clean the memories, so does it help in the physical suffering also? Like somebody is going through some physical ailment or something. So does that also help when we say those 4 phrases and
Yes,
also
madam.
the
Yeah.
5th phrase?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
See, the root cause of the physical suffering, whatever the physical health issues, whether it is physical or psychological health issue, whatever experiencing, it is only the subconscious memories replaying as these health issues.
Okay.
Once you clean those memories, root cause, then you see that the outside effect or the problem in the form of the health will disappear from your life. It is always the memories which are replaying as the outside problem. In Ho'oponopono, the definition of the problem is it's only the memories replaying. Whatever the
Yes.
problem, health is a problem. So, disturbing emotions, painful thoughts are a problem. Money blocks or financial issues, problem. Relations, lack of understanding, differences is a problem. Job related, workplace, or whatever causing heaviness in your emotions or thoughts, each and everything you can call it as a problem. And root cause of all these problems is it is only the memories, only the past karma which is there at the subconscious level. So we always need to focus on the memories. We need to look into ourselves. We need to talk to our inner child, the subconscious mind.
But how do we identify that? Identify the memory. How do we find that that is the cause? And
Yes,
am I
yes,
going the right path? Am I just by saying those phrases, will it help me?
yes, madam.
Okay.
When you are saying these phrases, you are addressing these phrases to your inner child,
Inner
the
self. Okay.
subconscious.
Oh, okay, sir.
First, when you are saying as a mother, conscious
Okay.
mind, mother part, and you
Okay.
are saying to the child, the subconscious, I am
Okay.
sorry,
Yes.
my dear child, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry for not acknowledging your presence in me. I am sorry for not taking care of you. I am sorry for neglecting you.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
sorry for not taking good care of you. Please forgive me. And I am sorry for all the memories stored in you. I am sorry for generating, accumulating these memories which are causing the pain and suffering to you. Whatever the child is going through, the same thing is getting reflected as the outside problem. So when
Okay.
you are saying sorry, this is the meaning you're saying, for not acknowledging, not taking care of the child, for accumulating the memories. Then ask the forgiveness the child. Please forgive me.
Ah,
Please forgive me. And if you don't mind, please release the memories which are replaying as these health issues. Please
okay.
forgive me. I was not aware of your presence in me.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
forgive me. I could not acknowledge your presence in me. I was not aware that a being like you, the child, is in me. Please forgive me. So when you are saying these phrases, this is the meaning. It is not just these words. I am sorry. Please forgive me. This is the way we are talking to
Way,
the child. Yeah.
child.
To make
Yes,
it
sir.
simple, you see, instead of saying the entire process, I am sorry for not acknowledging you. I am sorry for not taking care of you. I am sorry for not acknowledging your presence in me. I am sorry for accumulating all the memories in you. Instead of saying our entire lengthy prayer, you can say simply four phrase, five phrase. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Yes, when you are saying this whole day continuously, it
Yes,
is
sir.
reaching, you are saying from the mother aspect, conscious mind reaching the child, the subconscious. And the child starts developing connection with you. Mother and child relationship will become stronger. And the child forward this petition to the superconscious, the father part. And the
Beautiful.
superconscious filter those memories forward to the divine, the divinity or
Mhm.
divine creator. Only divine is capable of erasing these memories or transmuting or cleaning those memories or purifying the mind or cleaning the past karma, karmic debt, whatever we call it as. Only divine is capable of doing these things. And whatever we are doing, any Ho'oponopono prayer, meditation, specific prayers, whatever the tools we are using, it is only a petition to the divine, divinity. And we are going to the divine through the is child within us, our own being, our own subconscious mind. This way, when you start talking to your inner child, then you see that whole life is getting changed. The same thing has happened to me. Things which could not be resolved for last 10 years of working got resolved, whole life got changed in just a span of 4 months. So that is the reason I got so excited and started calling the Zoom meeting. I wanted to share my excitement, and over a period of time, it has become weekly meetings.
Yeah, sir, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
And I just want to share this same thing I did for a small relationship issue I had with my daughter. So I was constantly asking for forgiveness, and so that
Yes.
really helped. And there was a miracle in 5, 6 days. The whole process got changed, and we started understanding each other better. And now the relationship is quite good.
Yes. Great.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
for sharing your experience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I want to ask you about this. Just now, the four phrases said. I mean, you keep on saying those four phrases with how long duration, and I mean, to keep it in still our mind. And if there is a light being, like just now you said, there is a light being that is being without no body and all that. If they I mean, kabhi kabhi, you feel scared or what fear is there.
No, light
Then
being, it is not when you are in body. When you leave the body, then only you will become light being. That is not the
yeah,
thing here. It's not the thing of importance, the matter of importance here. Only thing is how long you need to say this five phrase or the four phrase prayer means as long as you're experiencing any kind of problem outside, whether psychologically, physically, or emotionally, whatever the problem you're experiencing, as long as you have problem, you need to keep on saying this prayer. And this prayer alone is not enough. It may take a much longer duration. So you need to use any one of the authentic Ho'oponopono cleaning procedures. There are more than 20 cleaning procedures in authentic Ho'oponopono, like forgiveness meditation, inner child meditation, set up four prayers, half breathing, talking to the body, and identifying the energies, scanning the body, releasing them in different ways, and specific prayers and different tools are there. You need to use any one of them in the morning and the evening. So effect will be much faster. You can see the change much faster. As yesterday somebody shared in the group, in our group, that a person was going through the difficulty of finding a job. And when she was doing the forgiveness meditation, she felt like she wanted to forgive the colleagues of previous job, the previous workplace or the previous company. Then she started doing the forgiveness meditation. She started forgiving herself to release the energies and shared memories of those previous job colleagues, previous place, and forgiven the company, colleagues, and seniors, and everybody. And she could see that she could get the job offer. She could get an interview call and got selected, and she got the job offer. That means she could identify that the unforgiveness of previous job related people, whether it is customers or colleagues or seniors, was the block in attracting a new job, the better job. So she released their energies and shared memories by forgiving herself and forgiving them. Then she was able to attract and she was able to realize a job, better job. And that is the thing she has explained. And so many people, around 40 or 50 people, has responded and congratulated her in our group. That means when you start doing this authentic Ho'oponopono procedures, then you see the things are happening like miracles. Things which are not changed for a couple of years or many years or decades gets changed in just couple of days or couple of weeks. When we start looking into ourselves, start finding the blocks, and start finding the root cause of the problem, and focusing on the root cause of the problem. And when you are saying this four praise prayer, generally you are saying and cleaning it taking place. But along with this, if you are going through any kind of difficulty at the problem which needs immediate attention, you need to do any practice any one of these authentic Ho'oponopono procedures, with which you can find instant results almost. Is it clear, madam?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. In the chat, there is a question: how should we prioritize issues when there are serious multiple issues to deal with? How much time do we devote for each issue? How do we remain persistent and calm when the issues may seem to become worst post Ho'oponopono? It's very disturbing. See, when there are multiple issues, it's not only for you, different people, when they are in pain, they start experiencing different issues. So here what you need is you just focus on which is the major issue which is causing lot of pain or the disturbance, the emotion, psychological disturbance. You focus on one thing and you see that over a period of time, by the time you resolve that issue, most of the other issues might have resolved. And you would not be able to remember when they got resolved and how they got resolved. And when you do this forgiveness meditation, you are releasing, as you are doing forgiveness meditation, as per our earlier discussion, you told, I don't want to disclose the name of the person. You need to forgive yourself for all the misconceptions you have about yourself, your situation, surroundings, and the perception about the people around you, perception about the situations you are going through. Once you completely forgive yourself, you are releasing all the energies or the shared memories, which are in the form of memories, which are the root cause of all these problems. And as you are experiencing different issues at different levels, as different outside people are involved, you need to forgive each and every one of them completely. And forgiving means once again you need to go to that person getting hurted. It is not like that. Only thing you have to do is you need to release that person's energies and shared memories which are there in your subconscious level. It is releasing the energies and shared memory. That is the forgiveness. Once you completely forgive one person, and henceforth you cannot experience any kind of painful thought or disturbance about that person, even when you are talking about that person. Only as long as you are carrying the shared memories and energies of that person in you, till then only you can experience that pain when you are thinking or talking about that person. And the situations because of these struck emotions at the cellular level or the subconscious mind. And what you are doing is the best process. Keep doing the forgiveness meditation. Keep talking to the inner child. Today we are going to do the inner child meditation. How to talk to the inner child. It is not only that while sitting in a place, closing eyes, only we need to talk to the inner child. Nothing like that. Even when you are walking, when you are doing any other thing, you can take your attention to the inner child. For example, if you are going for a walking in the morning, I am going for a walk. Are you coming with me? If a small child is there in your house, when you're going for walk, how you call that child for walk? Hey baby, I'm going for a walk. Are you coming with me? Are you coming with me? How you speak to that cute little child? In that way, you talk to your own inner child subconscious. I'm going for a walk. Are you coming with me? I would like to take breakfast. What would you like to have? Do you like idli? Do you like dosa? There is a program called as Motu Patlu. In that, Inspector Chingam is always eating dosa, idli, and Motu is always fond of samosa. Like that. Or I just give an example. Whenever you're going outside, I'm just going to this place. Are you coming with me? In this way, you can talk to child. When you're going outside, you get ready, start wearing the dress, shirt, pant, or other dress material, whatever you're wearing, and this one makeup is taking it. You can ask the child, "Do you like this shirt? Do you like this shirt, dress? Shall I wear this?" You just ask your inner child. Initially, you may not find the response. You may not feel the response. The child can feel. Why you're not able to find the response immediately means so long we were not acknowledging the even acknowledging the presence of the inner child itself. We are not taking care of the inner child. So all of a sudden when we start rushing to the child and start talking, gets confused, gets skeptical, cannot believe you. So it takes time. Keep on talking on a regular basis and you see that the child is helping you, responding you, and releasing the memories which are replaying as all these outside issues, multiple issues. Only thing is always focus on yourself. Just be with your subconscious mind, be with your inner child, the memory bank where all the memories, data, program, or the past karma is stored. Unless you have those memories from different lifetimes since the beginning of the creation, you cannot experience the situation and the pains and the issues. It is only because of those memories you are experiencing these things. It is not only you, each and every person on this planet is carrying the memories. Only thing is, as long as those memories are there at the subconscious level, we cannot feel anything. Everything looks fine. When once the time comes for those memories to replay, or once the time comes for that particular past karma to show up in your life, they replay as these outside problems. So whatever you're experiencing, whether it's outside problems, financial issues, health issues, legal issues, property issues, differences with people, relationship issues, whatever may be, or psychologically painful thoughts, disturbing thoughts, emotions, painful emotions, anxiety, or feeling depressed, sad, fear, unknown fear, fear of entities or beings, whatever may be. It is only the data stored in the subconscious which is replaying as these outside problems. So you need to work on yourself. You see that your whole life is getting changed. This is my personal experience.
Thank you for the wonderful explanation, sir.
You're most welcome, madam. And one person is asking, sir, can I take in charge and do cleaning process to resolve the problems which is causing conflict between two people in our family? Sure, madam. Now you are a certified Ho'oponopono practitioner. You can do the cleaning, and which are the process you have learned in the workshop, the which are the authentic Ho'oponopono cleaning procedure you feel like doing, you can use that particular cleaning procedure. They can do the cleanings. When it comes to the problem between two people in the family means, actually you are not involved in this. It is your perception. Because the problem is between those two people. So when the problem is not with you, when you are not involved in the problem, what is the need of asking this question? What is the need of cleaning? That means you are experiencing some energy, some pain. It is only because you have shared memories with those people. You have energies of those people in you. That is what you need to focus on. First, you clean your energies, their energies and shared memories which are stored in you. Then you see that the outside problem will be resolved. That is the way of solving the problems, whether it is in a healing way of Ho'oponopono or spiritual way. Is it clear, madam?
So thank you, sir.
Yeah, most welcome. And now we'll start the cleaning process, talking to the inner child. It will be suitable, I think. Inner child meditation is suitable for today's topic, to identifying ourselves. So we can be in connection with all the three beings.
Sir, can I ask a question before